Yeah. All right. We are live on YouTube. How's everyone doing today? How are you all doing today? I'm trying to get situated. There's been a lot going on in my neck of the woods, and I'm sure it's been the same in your neck of the woods. We all live in crazy modern times right now, right? Unlike anything we've ever seen before. I'm trying to get situated. Who cares? Let it go. Let it go, Eli. You look good enough. It's all good. First of all, before we get started, I want to make sure that the audio is rolling smoothly. I want to make sure that the audio is coming from my headset. I've been checking daily lately because there have been some issues. Love you, baby. And hey, Donnie Shasho. Can you folks hear this? Is it coming through the furry ball, which is a windscreen? Yeah. Baby, can you hear this? Tap. Yeah, let me know. Let me know, please. I sure can. Thank you. Thank you so much. Who is David Jason Frank? Is it somebody famous that I haven't heard of? I mean, forgive me if I don't know who that is, but can you make us aware who RIP'd? Who passed away? Donnie Shaw shows in the house. I'm back at Red Morton Park because I'm out here late. The sun starts to go down shortly before 5 p.m. Pacific, and I just started this show shortly after 4:15 p.m. Pacific. So when it gets dark, I'll have lights around the park to carry me through the 3 laps I plan to do today, which is about 3.5 miles, 3 3/4 miles. Now let me continue walking. There are some people on the other side. Power Rangers actor. Well, may he rest in peace. How old was he? Was he in his 50s, 60s? It seems like a lot of famous actors and actresses are passing away, and singers too. Artists, are passing away in their early to mid 50s. And I think it's because they overdo it. And a lot of them also do illegal drugs to keep them awake longer and give them more energy to do more concerts and do more movies, shows, etc., right? I think people just tend to overdo it in the industry. You got to give your body time to recoup. You got to rest and recoup. And you've got to nourish your body properly. And the less medication you can take, the better, right? Getting through things or healing through things naturally, obviously, is going to be a lot better than using medication. Now, if you have to use medication, and you have no other choice, then that's your only choice. But if you have another choice to naturally heal or naturally work through things, that's the best way to do it. That's why I get out almost each and every day. Lately, I've missed a few days of walking because my ladies needed me. That's the bottom line, and I'll drop anything for my lady. But I get right back to it as soon as possible. That's why I walk all the time. It keeps me healthy and fit, moves the muscles around, the joints, etc. Kicks in those endorphins, allows me to feel good, and just gives me natural energy. There's nothing better than natural energy. So, God rest his soul. 49 and took his own life. So he committed suicide, is what you're saying. He offed himself. That's even sadder than what I was saying. Let's talk about that for a second. I know this is day 20 of the 30-day positivity challenge. I believe this is episode number 428 of Walking with Purpose. It is. I put it in the chat just as a note to myself before I went live. There are many people in this world that have considered offing themselves, right? And I feel for you folks. I feel for the folks that have felt that way about themselves, and if you're still around, God bless you. I'm going to continue to pray for you, okay? Because you deserve to live. You deserve to have your shot in this world just like everyone else does, right? And I understand that life isn't fair. It's not going to be fair. You're going to have your challenges. And you know what? Some people have greater challenges than others. It doesn't mean you can't overcome them and become the person you want to be that's going to make you feel happy about yourself first, and then be able to make other people or share your happiness with other people, right? And once you work through your own shit, right, at that point you can turn around and be grateful and thankful that you turned it around, and now you want to give back and help other people overcome what you were going through. But nothing is worth taking your life, no matter what. Nothing is worth it. Nothing is worth that, I mean. You are worth it. You have to get up each and every morning and look at yourself in the mirror and say, I am worth it. I deserve to live. I deserve to enjoy life just like every other human being in this world. I'll share this because I know my lady. I think she's talked about this in some of the videos, but I'll mention it again. My lady has even contemplated that. And I've told her, if you end up doing that, not only are you going to hurt yourself, you're going to hurt me, you're going to hurt your family, you're going to hurt your friends, you're going to hurt so many people that love you. And, I may do a secondary stream tonight to talk about this. I probably will in more detail, right? Because I've been talking with my lady today, and I think we made a breakthrough. I think we made an incredible breakthrough. And I'll talk with her after this show. I'm sure she'll have no problem with me discussing it because it can help other people. But we made an incredible breakthrough regarding her situation and the issues she's had with alcohol and stuff like that, right? And my lady had an amazing day. She was talking with another content creator out here that we're good friends with. Holly's Hauntings and Happenings, which I figured she'd show up, but maybe she's eating dinner right now with her family. My lady talked with Holly for a few hours as I was taking care of some other things. I joined in on the call every now and then and shared my feedback, but after my lady and I talked about what we talked about, and having a breakthrough on what we now both feel she's going through, we can actually start to work through it, right? in order to work through those anger monkeys, right? That are making you feel that way about yourself, right? Because when you're so unhappy within yourself and so miserable, and you're always, in a high state of depression, right? You want to escape that pain so badly, right? That the easiest way to do it is the way you shouldn't. But that's what some people do because they just don't want to fight anymore. They just want to stop believing in themselves. They want to give up. And I'm here to tell you to not give up. My lady has been through a lot. And she has not given up. And baby, I don't feel you're ever going to give up because I know you believe in yourself. I know one thing is really, really hurting you really badly. But I think today we made a breakthrough that we can share with people tonight. Maybe you want to join me on the panel tonight, babe. Maybe you and I can go live for a little bit and talk about this. If not, I'll talk about it on my own. And you can be in the chat. Whatever you want, baby. It's all good, I'd love to have you on any show, but I don't force anyone. I can do my own shows. If people don't want to come on my panels, then I can do them by myself. I can talk for hours, days, weeks, months, years. I'm the kind of guy where I need a muzzle to get me to stop from talking. And even then, I'd still talk. I'd find a way to, right? Yeah. I'll address a few other things, too, at the beginning of this stream. And then we're going to get more into the topic, which is men, you need to start manning up nowadays. Men are just not men anymore. And I'm not saying this about all men, but a large majority of men in the modern world have just either given up on masculinity or never learned what masculinity is. For many reasons, maybe they didn't have a good role model as a father growing up or whatever, right? And while I've been talking about this for quite some time out here for over 5 years, now I'm beginning to see it in real time on YouTube. I mean, I've seen it in the real world, but now it's interesting to me. Since my lady has joined me in my business, in our business now, and, on my channels, which are our channels now, okay, since she's joined me out here, more and more women have, come on to support the channel and support the business, right? Excuse me. And it's interesting how my numbers went from having like 85 to 90% male audience and 10 to 15% female audience, where now it's like 53% women, 47% men. That's pretty staggering, but it's pretty close to equal, and that's what I want. I want it to be equal. I want both men and women to feel comfortable here and come and discuss our differences, share our differences, and figure out ways on how to become better men and women in this crazy digital modern world we all live in. Not only is it a crazy digital modern world we live in, it's also a world where women are independent and liberated and have equal rights, and that's all fairly new, right? Over the last 55 years, but more so, it's become more apparent over the last 10 to 20 years, right? And I just continue to see a decline in masculinity, a decline in men just giving up. It's like you're born a man. You're born a man, and you want to just hand in your testicles, is what it seems like, right? Now, what I'm going to be doing from here on out in every stream, and I'm doing this just for a marker, any simulcast that happens will be mentioned, and I will also mention I do not approve of you simulcasting me. I do not give you my permission to simulcast me, and I'm going to be using these streams as my record of asking these people to stop rebroadcasting and violating my copyright. I'm not going to take it down for copyright because you know how that goes out here. But I'm going to start to create a record of every time it happens, just for my own records. So, wisdom, I do not give you permission to rebroadcast my live stream now or ever in the future. You are covered under fair use to make small clips to critique my work, but you do not have the right to rebroadcast my entire live streams. I'm making my disclaimer on this stream. In any stream forward, I will be mentioning the creator that is rebroadcasting me. I will mention that I do not give you my permission. And this is going to be my proof where I asked you several times politely to stop violating my copyright. That's all. And now the show goes on. And if you want to continue to send your peons into my chat and try to promote your simulcast, I'll promote it for you. I don't give a shit. I'll promote your simulcast. If you want to go over there and watch the rebroadcast instead of my show, that's your choice to do anyway, right? I'll promote it for you, sir. You don't have to send your peons. And we know who it is. It's the one guy. It's the Legion guy, right? And if I want to talk about that, I'll talk about it briefly, and I'll continue moving on with my show. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to start keeping a record of me publicly asking these creators to stop rebroadcasting me. And I also have copies downloaded of all the rebroadcasts, even rebroadcasts that have been removed. I have a copy of everything. I'm coming out here and mentioning this right now because I'm just gathering all this for my own records, right? And don't ask me what I'm going to do with it. Probably nothing. I'm just protecting myself. That's all. Okay? No need to ask what I'm going to do with it. And I'll even say this, again, I'm a human being. I'm a YouTuber. This is partially my space, right? I play by the rules. If anyone has a problem with me discussing how I feel on one of my shows, you don't have to support me, right? I'm tired of suppressing myself. I'm tired of suppressing myself just to make certain people happy that don't want me talking about certain people. I'll talk about whatever the hell I want to talk about here, right? And I say that positively and respectfully. And the truth of the matter is, with some people, they are constant, purposeful shit disturbers that no matter how much you ignore these people, they continue to do the same thing. So you pretty much have no choice but to address it. And if anyone has a problem with that, you can unsubscribe and leave right now. I'm not saying that to be mean. I'm saying you have a choice what you want to do, who you want to support. But if you're going to support me, if you truly support me and don't understand where I'm coming from, instead of attacking me for the way I do things, just unsubscribe and leave. How difficult is that, right? For many people it is, because they're so miserable within themselves. They just have to come back at anyone for any reason just to feel better about something unrelated. Well, my advice is to not feed. I'm not feeding into them, Donnie. Here's the thing. It doesn't matter anymore, bro. If people are going to continue to abuse my content, I'm going to make a record of it right here on my shows. So, if I ever need to prove that they were doing this, I can say, well, here's where I asked them this time. Here's where I asked them that time, right? Just for the record, bro, not a big deal. But the show will go on. Trust me, this show is not going to be about wisdom and other, people abusing my content, being content thieves, right? It's not. I don't have a problem addressing it to state and create a record. You know what I'm saying? It's all good, bro. But if you want me out, fair enough. I don't want you out. Who said I want you out, Donnie? Donnie, you're entitled to your opinion. And I agree with what you're saying, bro. I don't want you out. But there are some people, if I occasionally talk about stuff like this, if they don't like it, and because of that they don't want to be around, that's their choice to make, right? I'm not telling anyone to leave. I'm not removing anyone. I'm just saying, I want people to consume content they enjoy consuming. I want people to consume content from creators that they like and support regardless, right? That's all, man. Not a big deal. I think you're a good dude. I think you've always been a good dude. And by the way, like I also mentioned the other day, I have now, removed the right for people to rebroadcast me freely. Do it at your own risk. It doesn't mean I'm going to file a copyright on you. I probably won't. What I'm saying is that right now, I'm not giving anyone my blessing to rebroadcast me without my permission. Now, if you want to use small clips, right? Or if you want to take a live look into my live stream for 3 to 5 minutes and then go do something else, you have my blessing. That's fair use. But rebroadcasting an entire production without the copyright holders or owner's permission is copyright infringement. It is not fair use. No one has my blessing to do that anymore. Do that at your own risk, right? And it's kind of funny. I'm mentioning this, Donnie, because it's kind of funny. When I mentioned that the other day, all of a sudden my clone channel had 10 videos removed off of it. There's only one on there. Wisdom removed all his past videos of mine, and so did many other people. Boy, that was interesting, right? But no, Donnie, you're a good guy. You're a good dude. Got you, man. You're a good man. And I respect your opinions, and I'm not saying I don't agree with you. I do. I've just got to be true to myself, man. I bet. Yeah. Yeah, Donnie, listen, dude. I will never remove you again, dude. I won't. And I've made the same decision with many other people that have been around for a while. Holly has been around for a while now. She's been removed several times here. Same with many other people. I finally realized and figured out how to do things a better way out here, right? I want people to have the right to speak their mind and speak how they feel without fear of being, silenced, right? Now, when I say I want people to speak their mind freely, what I mean is if you have something constructive to say, right? Constructive criticism, whether it's good or bad, is welcome. But when people are just plain attacking, that's what I will still ban people that say hateful things or are attacking myself or any of my moderators or any other people in the chat, right? If it's just hateful and an attack and a projection, you're out. You project, you get the eject. You know how that goes, right, Donnie? You remember those days? If you project, you get the eject, right? But constructive criticism, Donnie, even from you, is welcome, brother. And thank you for it. Seriously, dude. I'm not joking. This whole YouTube experience for me over the last 5.5 years has made me an even stronger and better man than I already was. I'll tell you, honestly, a lot of people criticize YouTube, right? They criticize them, right? Despite what I've been through out here, I'm grateful and thankful. for YouTube because it has made me a stronger man and a better person. And you know what? I couldn't pay someone any amount of money to have taught me to become as strong as I've become by being out here on YouTube, by creating full-time on YouTube. You know, I pay homage where homage is due. I pay my homage to Team YouTube. Yeah, is it perfect? No. But it's one of the best damn platforms you can create on, right? And we all have our ups and downs, including YouTube, right? And everyone's trying to find the right balance. You know, YouTube is trying to find the right balance that benefits creators, the advertisers, and Team YouTube and Google that owns YouTube. They're all trying to find the right balance. With 2.5 billion people out here trying to run their damn mouths every day and trying to moderate that. God, I can only imagine, right? What a pain in the ass, right? But I can sit here and acknowledge that, but at the same time, I can also say that I've learned from it. It's made me stronger. It's made me a better person. It's taught me how to handle things better, right? I'm grateful and thankful for that. But yeah, we'll get to the topic here in a few. You know, men need to start really manning up. The lack of masculinity is just unbelievable nowadays. And it really, really saddens me. And there are women that are moderators here on my channel. Our channel, the channel that my lady and I run together. Let me be fair to her because she deserves the credit too. She really does. That, are in relationships with men where they're the breadwinners and they wear the pants in the relationship. And they're good women and they love their men. But I'm sure deep within they wish that their men would start to man the fuck up a little bit more, right? It's just unbelievable what has happened in this world. Why? Just because women were liberated, they have equal rights, they're independent, they're able to do any job, or at least, apply for any job that once only men could apply for. Right? Now, women still have to qualify for those jobs, but they're able to apply for them. Right? And you know what the interesting thing is? Which in turn can have an effect in real life, but the drama can take over. Of course it can. I don't let it take over anymore, Donnie. I used to allow it to take over. At this point right now, anything I mentioned briefly is just to create a marker on my show and say, hey, I just asked these people to stop rebroadcasting me, right? So that we have a record of it, right? You see, if you ever have to take legal action on people, which I don't plan on doing that. I'm just saying I want to create a record just to have a record, right? Right? But if I have a record publicly stating this and I have videos, if I ever do go to court, which I guess I'm probably not, I'm just saying, I can show the judge. Here on many occasions I asked these creators, here's my stream, here's a copy of their stream, here's what they're telling me on their stream, right? And I've got copies of pretty much every stream out there, even streams that are restreamed and then either deleted or placed to private. I've got them all. And I'm sure, I'm sure the people that this may affect know how I'm getting them. The same way you folks get them, right? Right? It's the same way you folks get them, right? There are ways you can record things as they're happening live without broadcasting them, right? So you got those copies there. You got my copy asking people to stop, right? There's a record of it, right? That's all, bro. That's all I'm saying. probably will never do anything with it, bro, but it's always nice to just have records, right? On the way back around, I'm going to have to stop at the restroom. More coffee's ready to come out. So yeah, later tonight, I'm probably going to be, I'll be doing another stream from the studio with or without my lady. And, I'm going to be sharing with you folks the latest that we experienced today. And I feel we had a breakthrough. I feel we had a really, really huge breakthrough regarding what's been traumatizing my lady. We've figured out more so what's, driven her to drink. And she doesn't drink a whole lot, but she likes beer, right? But I pretty much figured it out with her today. It's really interesting. It's a really interesting assessment. And no, I am not a psychologist. I'm not a doctor. I'm a man. I'm a human being that has common sense and is just good at putting the pieces together based on what I've seen and what I've heard. And it's just my opinion, okay? I'm entitled to my opinions, right? And I'll share that later tonight. Because in order to, help someone start getting better, in order to help someone start to recover from something they no longer want to go through, you have to get down to the underlying issue. You have to figure out where that person is holding the most resentment, right? And if you're holding a lot of resentment towards someone over something very important to you, it's going to affect all aspects of your life. And we'll share how it's affected my lady. It's affected her sleep. It's affected her in so many different ways. And we want to share this with you because we want to help anyone else that may be going through this learn to understand it better and overcome it. And if you can't overcome it based on our stories and our experiences, right, then we can suggest, hey, maybe you need to get a psychologist or a therapist, blah, blah, blah. I mean, we recommend that too. I mean, therapy is good for anybody. But especially for people in these situations that are stuck in a rut over a traumatic experience, over holding an incredible amount of resentment towards someone over something very important in your life. And it's traumatized you and bothered you for decades, right? It's not a good way to live life. It's not a healthy way to live life. And unless you figure out that trauma and overcome it, it's going to affect your life. It's going to affect your significant other's life. It's going to affect everyone around you, right? And it was a breakthrough. I'll tell you, Donnie, we had a breakthrough today. Because as a couple, my lady and I, we sit down as a couple. And let me tell you, my woman's a firecracker. She's a wonderful, sweet woman. But she's got a lot of old school roots because, she's Gen X like myself. She's 47 years old. I'm almost 49. But she's still a lady. And, she's a very strong woman. So it takes a very strong man to stand up to her and say, baby, you're being ridiculous. Baby, I love you, but baby, this is what's going on. You got to let that shit go. I'm your rock. Talk with me, right? You got to sit down with your woman and have these conversations. That's what a man is for. But a lot of these men nowadays, like, aren't able to talk to anyone. They lack social skills with anyone in public, right? So how the hell are they going to talk about serious things with their woman when their woman needs help when they can't even talk to anyone else. And then you may ask, well, why do women give these guys the time of day? Why? Because there's a short supply of men like me. And I'm not saying that to be, to not be humble. I'm very humble, right? I'm using myself as an example. But there's a short supply of good, real, strong, confident men that are well balanced. So it's almost like women are forced to settle with the beta mons, beta mons, beta mons, beta mons, beta mon, beta mon, right? Beta mon, right? The beta mon provider, right? And in many cases, they're not even providing because the lady's out earning them, right? We can't even call them beta mon providers anymore because they can't provide shit. At least some of them, right? I know how my lady feels now when she has to go number one. Pee-pee, right? I've got like 5 to 7 minutes before I get to the restroom. I'll be going off the air for that. Don't worry, I won't be broadcasting that. That would terminate my channel. I wouldn't do that. So yeah, tonight we're gonna talk about that, with or without her. I'm gonna do a show and talk about that because what you mentioned, Donnie Shaw show in the chat about that gentleman, offing himself. It touches my heart, bro. It touches my heart, touches my soul. It also reminds me of, Robin Williams, who took his life. What a tremendous loss right there. Such a talented man. He had all the money in the world. He had, everything he wanted, and he still wasn't happy because he had anger monkeys deep within that I guess he couldn't work through, right? Just because people have money doesn't mean they're happy, right? Money can't buy you love. It can't buy you happiness. You got to be happy on your own. Exactly. More specific, Donnie. What do you mean, bro? Let me know, because you're bringing up some good stuff, man. Right? I'd rather be broke and happy than rich and miserable. Right? I'll take being broke and happy any day over rich and miserable, right? Because most rich people are miserable. Why do I feel most rich people are miserable? Because they probably had to screw over a ton of people to become rich. And now that they're rich, they want to hang out with those people that they screwed over to become rich from. And those people are giving the rich person the bird, right? You know what the bird is? I won't show that to you here. You know the bird, the middle finger, right? We're on YouTube. We gotta comply, especially on a monetized channel, right? The bird. Money helps, but isn't the route to happiness. You're right, Donnie. You are absolutely correct. No doubt about it. Like that song, I believe that was done by the Beatles in the days, Can't Buy Me Love, right? There was even a movie on that, I believe, in the 80s. Can't buy me love. Money can't buy me love. Right. The incredible amount of people that sell their souls to the devil just to make a buck, especially in this crazy modern digital internet world, is astronomical. And guess what? Everyone that makes money in that way ends up being really, really miserable, or they've been miserable from the very beginning, and they're continuing to sulk in their misery by making money the way they're making money, right? It's the truth. Oh, man. The restroom is right over there. I'm going to take the shortcut. All right, folks, I'm going to step away for a couple minutes, use the restroom. I'll be right back. I don't get it. We had like 15 people here, and now we have one. I go to use the restroom for 2 minutes, and all of you have zero patience to wait for me to come back. That just goes to show how quick the audience goes poof. Wow. Oh, now we're back to 4. Intermission is over, right? Can you folks hear me okay? I want to make sure that my audio is still coming through the furry ball here. Can somebody make me aware I'm tapping this? Is it coming through properly? Six people back now. Yeah, I'm back. Eli's back. Eli had to go number 1, right? You know, a lot of people on this platform call people flip-floppers. I think everyone's a flip-flopper. Like, they'll flip from channel to channel to channel to channel to channel. You go take a few-minute break and just use the restroom and people are gone. That's just the way it goes. Whoops, almost tripped on that. Didn't look at that. Didn't see that. Can someone make me aware if my audio is coming through clearly, please? I'd appreciate that. Tam, can you hear this? Can you hear me tapping my microphone? Thank you. Let me know if you can hear me tapping that. Thank you, Tam. Appreciate it. All right, so I'm about to hit my third and final lap at the park. Hey, Holly, how you doing? Holly's Hauntings and Happenings. Welcome to the show. You're welcome. So, this is day 20 of the 30-day positivity challenge. And I chose this topic because I continue to see my own kind, men, show up in non-masculine ways. And it continues to really sadden me. It used to annoy me, it used to frustrate me, it used to just irritate the living shit out of me. But you know what? It's gotten to the point of where I'm just more so saddened by it. I am saddened by the lack of masculinity in the modern world, solely on the fact that women have risen up. That's the bottom line. That's why these men feel like, oh, well, we just can't compete with women, or, you know, if a woman's going to do it, let them do it. Let them take care of us. Well, guys, how masculine is it to let a woman take care of you? There's nothing wrong with a woman taking care of you in the right context, but this is not the right context. Like, I'm in a relationship with my lady. I'm the man, she's the woman. We respect each other equally, right? And she does take care of me, but she takes care of me because I also take care of her. We take care of each other. We support each other equally, right? And I'm not sitting on my ass doing nothing all day, and then she's bringing home the bacon and paying for everything, like a lot of men are doing with women nowadays. And I'm sharing this because I know a lot of women are frustrated. Some women are in marriages and they have kids with people. They have kids with a man that initially they thought was the right man and they loved and cared for, and maybe they still kind of care for them at the same time. But because of their man's lack of masculinity, they're beginning to lose respect for their man. Holly's Hauntings and Happenings with a $5 super sticker. Holly, thank you. That's unnecessary. Thank you so much, Holly. Wow. Holly, thank you for the $5 super sticker. God bless you, Holly. God bless you. It's starting to get a little bit dark, so I'm going to give me a second here. I want to put my shades in my pocket. And try and zip it up while wearing gloves. It's not the easiest thing, but I'll make it happen. And I did. Don't worry, baby. I got 3 layers on. I've got a shirt, another long sleeve shirt, a jacket on, my hat on. I got my gloves on, my sweats. A little chilly, but I'm feeling warm because I'm prepared, right? A masculine thing, right? One of the most attractive masculine, messages a man can send out, especially to women out there, right, in a relationship, is being prepared, right? Taking care of yourself and being prepared, thinking ahead in every situation. I know this time of the year it gets darker sooner. I know this time of the year it gets colder sooner, right? And because I couldn't do a walk until later, I knew it was going to start getting dark and start getting colder. So guess what? I prepared for it, right? I layered up. I've got gloves on. I always wear my hat on because that's just me. Plus, when it's sunny, it protects my beautiful bald head from getting burned, right? But one of the sexiest qualities you can share with your lady is being prepared, also being proactive and taking action, right? Nowadays, a lot of men lack responsibility, lack personal maturity, right? Lack self-worth, lack self-love. Yeah, I've said it before, I'll say it again. It's the truth, right? But again, I wanted to talk about this as part of the positivity challenge because I'm now seeing some of the ladies that are connected with my channel here along with my lady, and they're going through this. And I respect you ladies, and I respect your men. Don't get me wrong. I'm not coming at your men or coming at you. But I hear your I hear your cry in a good way. I hear what you're trying to say, and deep within, what you're trying to say is, Eli, I really wish my man would step it up a little bit and take more initiative. I'm the woman in the household. I pay all the bills in this motherfucker. I cook the food. I clean. I do all this. And my husband plays Xbox all day. I completely understand how you feel about that, right? And you would think by the time men hit their 30s, they would start snapping out of, Xbox, PlayStation, sitting around playing video games all day. You would think that men would snap out of that. But most men nowadays, they don't only not snap out of it, they become worse. They become more addicted to it. It's almost like they use it to mask the pain of their lack of self-love. They're doing it to also mask the pain of what they feel they're lacking in that relationship or marriage. And instead of talking it out with their lady and say, hey, babe, you've been doing a lot of this work and I need to get out there and get a job and I need to really man up. I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry that I put you through this, right? See, those guys should be lucky that they were ever even given a chance by any woman. But the reason why they got the chance is because, there's so much lack in masculinity nowadays. It's very hard to find a man that embodies real masculinity, right? That's a good, well-balanced man. So ladies end up settling for the best beta male they can get. And I'm not calling any of the husbands out here of people we know beta males. I'm just saying that in general, right? I've always been one that discusses the truth out here on my channel. I share the truth in the most honest, genuine, and respectful ways. And the reason why people come at me and get triggered is because the truth hurts, right? But until the truth can actually sink in and hurt, you're not going to do a damn thing about it to turn it around, right? That's the truth. Hey, Ginny Ann, how are you doing? Hi, Miss Holly. I hope you're having a good Sunday. Ginny Ann, I've been getting your comments and many other comments too. I haven't had a chance to respond to any comments over the last few days. I've been hitting the like and hearting them, but just have not had a chance. I've been working on a lot of things behind the scenes with my lady. There's just been a lot going on. So my apologies for that. I don't want you to think that we're ignoring you. But Ginny Ann, your comments have been great. And my lady and I both greatly appreciate them. I will respond to them when I get a chance over the next few days. Folks, I'm going to take this moment before I continue on my final lap here to please subscribe to this channel if you already haven't. You need to be subscribed in order to chat. Once you subscribe, you can chat immediately with no waiting period, as long as you follow my rules that you have to accept when you chat here for the first time. YouTube does that now because channels can create their own channel guidelines. And you have to follow YouTube's community guidelines as well. And I fully agree and endorse YouTube's community guidelines. My guidelines are pretty much in alignment with YouTube's community guidelines, but I shortened it down. No hate, no attacking, no trolling, right? That's it. So basically no bullying and harassment and no hateful and abusive content, and you're good. That's it. Please also consider subscribing to my main channel, Coach Eli, Elias, Melas. I will be putting out a pre-recorded video for day, Thanksgiving is what, the 20, is it the 24th, I think? It's the 24th. For day 24, I'll be putting out a pre-recorded video on my main channel because I will not be streaming that day. I didn't think about that until a few days ago, and I'm like, what am I going to do to keep the positivity challenge going while my lady and I are at our parents' place 3 hours away for Thanksgiving dinner? We'll put out a pre-recorded video on the main channel. Make sure you subscribe to the Coach Eli, Elias, Melas channel. Nightbot sharing the link every 7 minutes, or you can go below in the description. It's also there a couple lines down. Or just go to youtube.com/lifecoacheli. That's youtube.com/lifecoacheli. Also, if you want to make a big statement towards positivity, if you're tired of negativity in general, or even negativity out here on YouTube, if you're tired of being bullied and harassed by other creators, if you're tired of seeing what I've gone through that has, affected my growth and other aspects out here on YouTube for me, you can help us make a change. You can make a statement by making a donation in any amount based on the value you feel you are receiving. So if you feel you're receiving value and you want to take a big stance and show your support, that'd be a great way to do it. You can do so in one of many ways. You can go below and hit the super chat like Holly did a second ago. Super chat or super sticker. She sent a super sticker with a you know, with an animated GIF, right? Or you can send a super chat and type in a message, and it'll be highlighted at the top of the chat. Hey, Scotty, how you doing? Welcome to the show. I'm glad you're here. Stick around a little bit. I'll mention some things regarding you. Not bad things, they're good things, and just a few here. So you can hit that super chat. You can also donate via Cash App or PayPal. Nightbot is sharing my Cash App and PayPal links every 7 minutes in the chat. On PayPal, you can go to paypal.me/Coach Eli. On Cash App, you can go to $the real Coach Eli. And last but not least, most creators don't mention this, but I'll mention it every damn day. On the pre-recorded videos on a monetized channel or live stream replays, once they're done being processed on a monetized channel, and since both my channels are monetized, you can also send a super thanks on any pre-recorded video or live stream replay that's been processed. You go to that video or any video, and right below the title, look for the thanks heart. Sometimes you have to scroll through the options to get to the thanks heart, depending on whether you're a YouTube Premium subscriber or not. You may have the download button in place of the super thanks button. If you're a YouTube Premium subscriber like me, you may have to scroll over a little bit, but it's there. Look for the heart that says thanks. That's called the super thanks. And you can make a highlighted comment as your donation through the same Google payment system. Holly's Happenings. Sorry, Holly's Hauntings and Happenings with another $2.99 super chat. Don't forget you can become a member for $2.99. And oh, Jenny Ann, oh my God. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Thank you for this awesome live stream, Coach Eli and Miss D. Hope you are both doing great. Ladies, thank you so much. Appreciate that. Wow. Thank you. Thank you for your super chat and super sticker today, Holly. And thank you for your super chat again, Ginny Ann. We really greatly appreciate that. And yeah. Again, like the super thanks. Scotty says, I spent the day trolling. Well, you may call it trolling. I call it, viewing other YouTube videos. Even if it's people that you're looking to see what they're going to say about you, I won't even consider that trolling. I'll just call it, checking out other YouTube videos or other YouTubers, looking to see what's going on the tubes, right? Right, Scotty? So yeah, the super thanks is something you can do on live stream replays once they're done processing or pre-recorded videos. And as always, we understand, there are people that are very tight and can't afford to donate. We understand that. If that's the case, you can still help out by sharing us out. That doesn't cost anything. Help us get our positive message out there so we can help more people just like you. Donations are greatly appreciated. They are not required. Thank you again, Jenny Ann and Holly. I can never thank people enough when they donate their hard-earned money to support, a creator, a good creator. I say that with humility. We've got 15 people here, 16 thumbs up. Thank you so much for being here, folks. I will be doing a stream from the studio tonight in a couple of hours after my lady and I eat dinner. I don't know if she's going to join me or not. I bet she's going to want to join me to talk about this, but I'm not going to force you, babe. Like I said earlier, I don't force people. I don't force people to come on my shows. I don't get mad anymore. If no one wants to show up, I'll just talk all night by myself. Jeannie Ann, you are beautiful, says my lady, respectfully, maturely, and professionally. Scotty says, LOL, it's all good. I went to go visit some places I hadn't been in a while. It was good. Well, Scotty, let me... AJ AKA Audrey is in the house. Hey, good evening. How's everybody doing today? Hey, HA, how you doing? Welcome to the show. You can see me now because there's light where I'm at. I'm at the park taking a walk. It's just after, I think, what is it about, babe, is it about 6:15, 6:20 Pacific, like 9:15, 9:20 Eastern? We're on the West Coast, so it's like 6:15, 6:20 here. And, you know, because daylight savings time is over, it gets dark earlier. So, you know, I'm going to be walking to the park a lot more for walking streams I can't do till later in the evening because at least they have lights here. And you can somewhat see me, even in darker areas. But let me address a few other things here right now. You know, Scotty, we have a lot of love for you. I honestly feel, Scotty, that you've been through a lot of the same, you know, things as my lady has been through. Maybe not exactly, but the things you've gone through, Scotty, have affected you the same ways, right? And I don't blame you for that. You know, I think that you're very, very cautious and you have a hard time trusting anyone, and I don't blame you for that because you know, I felt that way before too, right? I get a lot of love. I got a lot of love for you all too. I'll be listening to the bitch jumping in the shower, no problem, AJ. Thank you for just being here. You can come and go as you wish. No one's required to be here. It's all on your own free will, you know what I mean? But I understand what you've been through, Scotty. I really do. And I'll get to the chat in just a second. And I know, you know, earlier today, I guess you did a stream on me, which is totally fine. Even though we're connected behind the scenes, we're friends. My lady loves you. We all love you. Nothing wrong with that, right? And now you mentioned, you know, Coach Eli, you consider not feeding into trolls. And I understand why you did that. I'm not mad at that, right? I'm not upset. I don't even care if you used any of my content. I don't care. I'm not going to strike you. Obviously, you know I'm... Come on. I've tried to help you. I've actually helped you resolve issues on your end regarding that. I'm not going to do that to you. And maybe you felt bad after you did it. Nothing to feel bad about. You're entitled to your opinion. Even people I'm friends with are entitled to their opinions. And you're not going to upset me for stating your opinion, right? I agree with you. I get where you're coming from. Like I mentioned at the beginning of the stream here, and I don't think you were here, then I'll say it again. Okay? I'm going to talk about whatever I want to talk about whenever I want to talk about it, right? I'm not going to sit here and talk about, you know, horrible YouTubers playing games out here. But what I did say I'm going to do from here on out is every time somebody rebroadcasts me, I will mention who's rebroadcasting me, and I will also mention that I do not approve of this, and I'm asking you to stop because I want to now keep a record on video of when they do it. At the same time, you know, what a lot of people haven't known is that I've been recording every single simulcast, whether it's publicly available once it's done or even if it gets deleted. I have a copy of all those. And it's easy to do that. I've got all the equipment to do it. I do it, right? And again, I don't plan on doing anything with it. I probably never will, but I just want to have a record in case it's ever needed, right? And so sometimes, you know, you're going to talk about things briefly to protect yourself that are not going to make other people happy, or other people are going to perceive that you're feeding into trolls. Here's the thing. These creators that are coming at us or have come at us or however you want to say it, they're not trolls. They're just bad actors. Like, trolls are people that are nameless and faceless, right? These people that are making content on us, we know who they are. They're real people. They're just bad actors. They're just, you know, acting in ways that they feel They need to act to gain traction and make money, right? Ooh, Nightbot. Thank you, Holly. Nightbot caught that spam. Those spam bots with the porn spam bots, right? They hit me every now and then. Scotty, you didn't stream today? What was that stream that you posted in the Coach Eli moderator group page that had my name in the title? Not feed into trolls, and then it was private, and then you said you flipped it back. Scotty, that's the real you in the chat, unless you're a different Scotty here, which I don't think you are. This is your actual channel. I verified it. I'm really confused right now. I'm dazed and confused. Oh, you changed the title of that stream and confused all of us. So what you did, Scotty, is that stream on your channel where I was on it with you and Country Joe, the first one on Friday night, you changed the title to Coach Eli needs to stop feeding into trolls, changing it up a bit, get a few more clicks. That's not a bad idea, but you confused the hell out of me and everyone else. I guess that's what the point was, huh? Oh, okay, LOL. Sorry, I'm not trying to be mean, Scotty. I'm just saying, God, you fooled me. God damn, man. That was funny, though. And because it was, when I saw it, it was private, because on Facebook, it'll still read the title when it's private, right? The little preview window on Facebook. Then I went to click on it, it was private. I'm like, all right, I don't have a problem with you talking about me, but why put it public? Like, I'm not going to hold that against you. And it was that same stream. You changed the name to fool everyone. Clickbait, but not bad. It's all good. I already downloaded a backup copy of that. Don't worry, I'm never going to re-upload it anyway. I just like downloading backup copies of anyone's show I go to just to have in my archive, right? So I can give that to, whoever it matters later on in life through my, external hard drives. I have a lot of content saved on external stuff. No, let me tell you in the chat so I can talk. Okay. Oh, Scotty, you crack me up. You crack me up. I understand your MO. I think I know where you're going with your MO. Look, maybe you're trying to outsmart another bad actor of a YouTube creator out here on YouTube. And, I'll tell you, I'll give him some credit. He's very, very difficult to outsmart because he knows this game better than most people. But he doesn't know the game better than me. I just choose to not play that game, but I know the game, so I know how to protect myself from it, right? I get it. I'm in the dark right now, but I'm about to hit some light. You'll see the light in a second. Boy, it's a good thing I put on my gloves. I mean, I feel nice. I can tell it's cold outside. It's probably about 45 degrees now. Now the temperature drops really fast at night, right? But with these spider gloves and my 3 layers and my sweats and me walking, I feel good. The air is nice and fresh and clean. So that is that. It's all good, Scotty. Like I say, and I've been saying a lot lately, all's fair in love and war. It's not a big deal. Holly says, Eli, that is not cold. We are at 29 degrees here in Kentucky. LOL. Yeah, I know. Well, you know, Holly, you know us Californians, especially here in the Bay Area, we're very spoiled with our weather. I've lived here all my life. It gets below 60 and we're complaining, we're freezing our ass off. I get that. Right? But you know, we all are acclimated to, you know, the weather. 66 where I am. Where are you at, Angie, if it's not too personal? Are you like on a tropical island? Wow, that's not bad. No, right now, if I had to guess, like it was like 58, 59 when I got out of my car. I'm sure it's like 48 right now, or you know, maybe a little bit less. Oh, Southern California. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, you know, us Californians are really spoiled with our good weather. Angie C. And so, you know, I've always said for the people, it's freezing out. Okay, not 29 degrees, 60 degrees here. Joe Madre. Who's Joe Madre? Hello, Joe Madre. Are you trolling? Joe Madre. What is that, like, yo mama? Hi all. Hi, Joe Madre. Are you from a different community? No disrespect if you are. We've never seen you before. Welcome to the channel. My apologies if I called you a troll by mistake. But we never know till we get to know people, right? Why did Nightbot time him out? It was 39 this afternoon here in Carolinas. I grew up in Florida and under 40, too cold for me. I'm from a different group, yes. What group are you from, Joe? Madre? You mind mentioning what group you're from so we can pay them some props? Curious to know. It's all good. How'd you find out about the channel and what group are you a part of so we can pay them homage and respect for referring you to us? That's what we do over here in my neck of the woods. Let's wait to see what Joe Madre says. If Joe Madre says I prefer not to state what group I'm from, well then we obviously will know. Like we're very very smart people over here. All right, I'm gonna walk around here a little bit more. I'm near my car, so get your final questions, comments, concerns in the chat, folks. We'll be going off the air in 5 to 10 minutes. See, baby, we've got the lights out here at Red Morton Park. The LEDs are being put everywhere, right? You tell me. Like, you can see me clearly. And there's still lots of people here. You know, it's nighttime, but it's beautiful. So, Joe Madre, you care to tell us what group you're from? Eli, I will send you a small LED that won't weigh your phone down. Oh, don't worry about that, Holly. You know, I could probably order that on Amazon. You want to know what? I actually have, I got a new metal piece for my selfie stick, $15 on Amazon, because my selfie stick had plastic pieces that hold the cell phone part and they would break. I got this new metal piece. I have another backup as well. It's indestructible, and it has a little hook at the top. It has it has where you can attach a light on it as well too. So I could do that. I should probably get that for these streams. I'm fellow Bay Area dweller, and have a great night, GLM. You're no longer welcome here. You just cannot stay away because you can't stay away. Nothing better to do tonight. Joe Madre. Can't keep going back and forth. You know, we look to participate with consistent people here that are consistently positive and are not here to play games. We can have fun. Nothing wrong with having fun. But when you disrespect my rules and you attack other people, and then it causes me issues, you're no longer welcome here, especially if I've forgiven you 3 times beforehand. Joe Madre. What's the next account going to be? Yo Mama? Grown-ass people on YouTube, man. Grown-ass people, right? You know, I want to mention one more thing before I go off the air here, folks. And this is something that, you know, has always just, it used to bother me, but now it's just, you know, now it's just something that I'm like, yeah, you know, whatever, it is what it is, right? I've always been the kind of person that keeps my promises, right? I've always been the kind of person that when I say I'm going to do something, if I say I'm going to be on someone's, you know, live stream, if I say to somebody I want to collaborate with them, you know, I will be there. I make it happen, right? I reach out to them that day, maybe the next day at the latest, but I reach out to them and I make it happen, right? And it really makes me wonder, you know, when there have been many people over the years, and even recently, that have wanted to collaborate and have wanted to do things together and have made plans to collaborate with me, but then, you know, they stop responding to my emails, or they take forever to get back, or, you know, they say that they want to do certain things and then they never do it, right? That's one thing I really want to talk about maybe on tomorrow's stream, is that keep your promises and practice what you preach, right? Okay? Like, one of the things that I cannot stand the most out here on YouTube, especially when it comes with other creators, are creators that make promises regarding collaborative opportunities and then it never goes anywhere, right? So why are we talking about it? And why are we saying that we're going to do this and wasting the time on it when it's never going to happen, right? If I talk about something, then I'm going to do it. If you talk about it, be about it, right? Okay? Because, you know, out here on YouTube, when people, you know, say, oh, yeah, we're going to collab, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, blah, 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 right? And this is not just 1 or 2 people. This is many people. I'm saying, like, this is a lot of people are like this, right? Okay? You know, people like that tend to just want to, you know, leverage, you know, like my end of things, for example, leverage my name, make it appear like they want to do something, and then, you know, they get what they want, or maybe they see less value once they, you know, made that promise, and then they just never be about it, right? Not so nerdy gaming, just letting everybody know that I might not be on for a while. I'm going back to the facility. I'm having another mental breakdown. Sorry to hear about that, Will. Are you all right, bro? We haven't had a chance to talk. Are you going to be okay, man? My thoughts and prayers are with you, bro. My thoughts and prayers are with you, bro. Anyway, while we wait for that, my final thing is this. Let me put out a very, very strong statement here, because I really have no more time for bullshit, fakes, flakes, or time wasters. And that includes with people that actually like me, but lead me to believe they want to work with me, and then it never happens. And then we talk about it and waste all this time and energy talking about it, and we do live streams about it, and then it never happens, right? If you talk about it, be about it, or just don't talk about it, right? Right? That's all I'm saying. We don't have to work together. Not everyone has to work together. But I just don't like it when people build things up, right? And it feels great. And it feels like, it feels like, things are about to head for the better, and then all of a sudden nothing happens, right? If you're going to talk about it, be about it, right? That's all. That's it. Plain and simple. I have no problem streaming by myself every day, walking, or every day from the studio, or even making my own pre-recorded content. I have no problem doing that. I would rather collaborate and work with people, but if people, are going to make it difficult to collab, right? I'd rather just do things by myself, because I can do this by myself. I just would rather share in the love. One of the things that makes me feel good about who I am is growing together with a group of people, and each and every one of us sharing in the success and growing together exponentially, right? I tell you, it's disappointing. It's disappointing when you've reached out to several people over the last week or two, and they've been very interested in collaborating or doing interviews, and then all of a sudden, poof, right? Don't waste my time if you're not going to take my time seriously. I won't waste your time. So don't waste my time loading me up with a bunch of fluff and bullshit because you want to temporarily make me feel good. If you're going to make a promise, keep your promise, right? Or don't promise anything at all. That's it. Praying for you also at Not So Nerdy Gaming. Take good care of yourself, says Ginny Ann. Will says, once I get out, I'm going to be doing a huge live stream on my journey. Good, bro. Hey, Welsh, how you doing? Welcome to the show. Yeah, I got to go, and I'm going to look at your channel later tonight. I thought you were moderated here, Welsh. Is that a different channel? I'm gonna go back and moderate you before my studio stream, or for my studio stream that's coming up in a few hours. No, not really. Just a lot of voices in my head I can't get rid of. My lady's having a similar issue. Will, let me say something real quick, bro. No, you never did it after all. I will. I know you were on Ginger's panel last night, so I know you're a real person. Can somebody verify Welsh's channel real quick? Can somebody go with a mod ranch, verify Welsh's channel real quick, please? And maybe I can just moderate right now. Great show last night with Ginger. I was listening while I was doing my beard. I had to redo my beard. I'm almost 49 years old. I had to put on the Just for Men. Not bad, huh? Not bad for almost 49. Yeah, no, I know that, but you probably have some subscribers there. I know that. I know that's you. Nightbot timed you out. Sorry about that. No, because I subbed to that channel. Oh, you had subbed to Welsh in the past? Is this a different Welsh channel? A different Welsh account? Will, here's the thing. Listen to this, bro. Tune in tonight in a couple hours to my in-studio stream. I think what's happening is you're dealing with the same thing that my lady's dealing with. A lot of people say, yeah, you can't get value watching Eli. But trust me, bro, I think that this is something that can help you. Won't cost you anything, just maybe 30, 60 minutes of your time. You can hear the story of what my lady's been going through lately, and I've been right there because I spend most nights with her, bro. And when you said that you keep hearing things in your head, yeah, same thing for my lady. I'll share more about that tonight. You're going to want to tune in. And again, I give no one the rebroadcast rights to my entire stream later tonight. Anyone that's doing it, I will mention your name and your channel, and I will ask you to not do it. Doesn't mean I'll take you down for copyright. I won't. But I'll be keeping a record of it because I know people are watching now, preparing the future, rebroadcast, and that's fine. I'm talking about it to put a record of it right here, right? It's all good. So yeah, Will, I get you, bro. And look, I think we may be able to help you. Yes, go in and get the actual help. I probably will be on my way to the facility by then because I will be going tonight. Okay, bro. Well, no worries then, man. No worries then, man. Are you going to be able to watch any replays while you're there? Maybe you can check out the replay, bro, because it's too much to mention right now. I got to wrap this up and go home and have dinner with my lady and then plan that night stream. And then get to bed early because I'm driving her back home tomorrow. And then we got to start preparing for Thanksgiving. But anyway, yeah, great show tonight. I really enjoyed this walk at the park. Ah, lovely, Eli. Oh, what about what more specific, Welsh? So I can respond to you. What do you think was lovely? Because I say so much so fast, I I don't know what people respond to sometimes unless they're specific. But nope, unfortunately, I won't be able to have any electronics. Well, Will, just know my lady's going through the same thing, and I think what you need to do is figure out, where you're holding the most resentment, which is probably causing those thoughts in your head or nightmares. It's constantly consuming you. You're holding on to resentment somewhere and you haven't been able to let it go. Figure out what that is. My lady and I figured it out. We're going to share more about that tonight, whether she joins me or not. Figure out where that resentment is at and then let it go. Just let that shit go. Because until you let that shit go, dude, it's going to consume you to the point of where you'll be thinking about it all the time. It'll be in your head. You'll think about it while you sleep. You may have nightmares over it. And again, I'll be sharing more. I just wanted to give you a little bit of what I'll be sharing tonight because I know you're not going to be here. But, dude, that's primarily what it is with any situation. Figure out where the resentment is at. What's angering you? What unresolved issue is there that is, having you hold on to such a large amount of resentment to the point of where it consumes your entire life and you have a hard time functioning, bro. Listen, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a psychologist, but I have common sense. And in my opinion, that's what I think is, where people, what really, holds people back from enjoying life in the ways they want to enjoy life. You planning up Thanksgiving, you're like, oh yeah, it's going to be a lot. I got a lot to do between now and then. So, but anyway, I got to get out of here, folks. I'll be back in a few hours from the studio for a brief, 1 hour show. You're going to want to check it out. I'll be sharing, what my lady and I figured out, and it's going to be good stuff. And again, to the rebroadcasters out there, I don't give you my permission to rebroadcast that stream or any other stream. Again, I will mention your channel names, And I will also mention that I do not give you permission to rebroadcast my entire stream in the upcoming stream and any future stream. Again, I'm still not going to copyright people, but I'm not saying that I never will. I'm just saying I probably won't. So use my content at your own risk. With that being said, have yourselves a good one. Take care, and see you all later tonight. Bye bye. Be good to each other. If I can turn this thing off, that'd be great. With these gloves, it's difficult. There it is.